Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this mid-afternoon, and I think this is going to be a premiere video for tomorrow. Well, it is going to be a premiere video for tomorrow. I'm second guessing myself for a second. But this is for the Tuesday album review for season 4, episode 19. And the album that I'm reviewing for you guys that is premiering tomorrow on I'm recording it on the 10th, but I just got done with listening to it for Rihanna's album Rated R that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys for this new Tuesday album review episode. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this 52-minute album by Rihanna, Rated R, and let you know my thoughts on the 2009 album that came out like 13 years ago, I think it was exactly. So let's dive right into this Tuesday album review for Rihanna Rated R. Now, it starts with the first song, Madhouse, and off the bat, it's a weird one, but I don't hate it. It's just a solid intro track to the next song, which is Wait Your Turn. And yeah, I'll talk about Wait Your Turn in a moment. It's just the electronic sense in the song. I don't know if I'm feeling for, but other than that, it did alright, so 4.5 out of 5. Wait Your Turn is the next song, and that had a little more to offer, but I feel like I've heard this song on the radio before, which we know the next one's had a lot of radio play, for sure, and other songs on this album, too. But still, Wait Your Turn's gonna get a 4.5 out of 5. I think it's a solid track. It's good in its own way, just has some weird production in it from time to time. But it does alright. Hard featuring Jeezy, also known as Young Jeezy. At the time it was Young Jeezy, now he changed it to Jeezy. I don't fucking know why. Um, Pretty much Hard was a radio hit kind of song. It did pretty well on the pop charts and all that, and the music charts for some critics and all that, but still, I think it's a solid song. It's not the best song I've listened to, but it's alright for what it is, so 4.5 out of 5. Stupid in Love was about the Chris Brown incident where he punched Rihanna, which was pretty fucked up. It's talking about what happened on her side, and she feels like she made the decision to be with him, and that's why she wrote this song 2 days before this incident happened with him and her, and it was his fault for sure. So yeah, it was his fuck up, but yeah, he's this shit should never have happened, but it did happen, unfortunately. So I really feel bad for Rihanna and on her side, and I am on her side with that whole incident thing, but still. Basically, Stupid in Love was a great track. Just sorry that I got into a debate with my overall thoughts are on the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation at that time when it happened back in early 2009. So, yeah, it was a while ago, but yeah. Uh, yeah, it was just horrible what happened to her. But still, Stupid in Love, pretty good song. Sorry that I mentioned what I thought of it overall. My thoughts are on that incident and all that, but yeah, pretty much fuck Chris Brown for sure. So 5 out of 5 for Stupid in Love. And honestly, he's gotten really bad with his rapping and singing late as of late now. His music's kind of went downhill a lot more. But still, Rockstar 101 featuring Slash. Solid track. Don't hate this song. I just find there to be some repetitive moments with Rihanna singing in it. and some of the chorus being a little repetitive, but other than that, it's a good track in its own way because Slash makes it enjoyable of a listen because of his guitar riffing. So 4.5 out of 5. You can hear it in the background, but there is a lot of electronic music in this song too, and that kind of tweaks with the song a bit too much to my disliking, but I still think it's a solid track in its own way. Russian Roulette is the next song, and that's a solid one too. Rihanna's vocals in it are pretty good in this track, and I really enjoyed her vocals, but some of the musically, it's alright, in my opinion, so 4.5 out of 5. Firebomb was one of my favorite songs. I really enjoyed this track, and really like the mixing and production in this song, so 5 out of 5. I do like Rihanna's vocals in this track, and it sounds pretty good. Rude Boy was decent. It's very repetitive when it goes, come on, rude boy, boy, you can get it up, kind of thing, and I'm like, that's a little bit on the cringy side, but other than that, it's a decent song for what it is, but I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Photographs featuring will.i.am, pretty good song. I really like what it's talking about in the track, about looking back on memories and all that, past memories that you might have shared with someone or whatever. So she went through a hard time making this album, and it was a pretty personal record for her. So, but I did enjoy this album. But still, Photographs is getting a 5 out of 5. Even will.i.am sounded good in this track. I personally liked his vocals in this song, and also Rihanna sounded pretty good too. G4L, Gangsta for Life. Sorry if I slurred with my wording for a second. Decent song. Some of the rapping from Rihanna, I don't know if I can stand on this song, but it's tolerable for a listen. But it's a decent song. It still has some cringy moments with some of the rapping and the way Rihanna is singing the track. It does alright in its own way, so 4 out of 5. Te Amo, meaning I love you. Pretty good track. I like the experimentation in this song. Sounds pretty good, and just the execution to the delivery of Rihanna's vocals and the song itself did pretty well over me. So really like this song. 5 out of 5. Cold Case Love is another song about the Chris Brown incident where he punched Rihanna. So it's the last two songs get really emotional for sure. Mostly the last one, which is called The Last Song. That song will put a tear in your eye for sure. But still, Cold Case Love is getting a 5 out of 5. I did enjoy it. It was 6 minutes long, and the production and the mixing in it was really well done. So, 5 out of 5. The Last Song, like I said, is a very emotional track. It's a ballad song, but it sounds really good with Rihanna singing in it. And she's sounding vulnerable in this track, in my personal opinion. But it's bringing out the best with her vocals in this track, and just the overall atmosphere through this song makes you feel very emotional to this song. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for The Last Song. I really like it, and just the way Rihanna's singing it sounds pretty good. Overall, production, mixing, and execution wise, I think Rihanna Rated R album was a good listen. Definitely recommend checking it out. In my opinion, it's good. I thought I was going to give it a lesser rating, but there were only two songs that kind of disappointed me. But other than that, the rest of the album's solid to pretty good. So, yeah, I gave some tracks 4.5 out of 5s and two tracks 4 out of 5s, and also 6 of the songs I gave most likely 5 out of 5. But overall, in my opinion, I think Rihanna Rated R is a good listen. Definitely recommend checking it out. And first score for me, I'm giving Rihanna Rated R for this Tuesday album review. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. Definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't listened to it. And it came out back in 2009, and I'm sorry that I mentioned my uh, talked a little too much on the Chris Brown incident. It happened. It was pretty messed up, but I'm glad she's doing well for herself nowadays, because she seems pretty happy nowadays. So yeah, but still, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Rihanna Rated R album if you've listened to it. It came out back in 2009. And I did enjoy this album. It had some good ballad songs on here too. So, but the ballad songs were more emotional than I thought they would be. But if you did enjoy this Rihanna Rated R album review for the Tuesday album review season 4 episode 19 that I did for you guys, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. This video will premiere on the 11th. And I'm sorry that I mentioned about messing up in this video a bit. I didn't mean to get too into the Chris Brown incident thing, because it's pretty messed up what happened, but it happened, unfortunately. And yeah, Chris Brown is a fuckhead anyway, in my opinion. So I stopped listening to his music. I'm just fucking done with that artist. He's made terrible music nowadays, but that's my opinion. With his newer stuff, it's gotten even worse. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this Tuesday album review for season 4 episode 19 for Rihanna Rated R album review. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I just wanted to show a little support to Rihanna because this was her most personal album, personal record she put out back in 2009. And then I guess she brought more life to the next album, which I will be reviewing that sometime in a year or two from now, unfortunately, because I'm probably going to be moving next year. I don't know when. I got to see when it happens. But until then, stay safe, take care. Hope you enjoyed this lengthy review for the Tuesday album review for season 4 episode 19 for Rihanna Rated R album. And as always, I will see you in my next review.